morning. I wanted to hop on and just do a collective reading for today's Monday. So I want to do a collective reading for the week, see what lies ahead for you. I know on the 17th we have a full moon, the wolf moon. It's going to be the most potent for, I think, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I think Cancer. And this is really affecting, I believe, the 11th house. So your social setting, your tribe, your community. It's about finding who is loyal to you, who do you want to be loyal to, going back to the drawing board, where do your priorities lie, releasing what does not serve you in terms of community, friends, colleagues, work. We have integration. This is for all signs. Even though it's affecting those signs the most, I would look at your chart, see where does Aries fall in your chart. If it falls in Mars, it's going to be how you assert yourself in these groups so that you know how to integrate. Because if you're lower vibration of Aries and Mars, you're going to over-dominate people. You're not going to listen to people. You can come across pretty selfish. But there's a way to integrate that masculine side. You could be more of a protector, an initiator, a director, a leader. And so instead of dominating people and being alone and being selfish, you can learn how to integrate people. So find where these signs fall in your chart and you'll understand the reading a little bit better. Psychic development, perception, and discernment. Wow. So it's literally a reconstruction of the way that you view things. This moon, some of you might be going through a couple of nights where you're not sleeping very well, or you get a lot of clarity and truth through your dreams, or people stop where Mercury is in retrograde, so communication is kind of So you might either get clarity and truth, your ex might come back, people might come through and tell you the truth about certain things, you might just see it, but definitely having more of a tap in this week. It's going to give you some discernment if you allow it to. And then this psychic development, this perception, this discernment, choices. Discernment is about making choices, or it's about avoiding choices. So it can go both ways. But this choice, this awareness is going to allow you to find out how you integrate yourself with social groups this week, next week, with work, with family. How do I assert myself? How can I reach the higher vibration of my sign or where that sign is? So for Cancer, I don't know, let's say you have Cancer in the 11th house. It could be affecting you and how you show your love. Cancers can show their love where it's very nurturing, but it can come off a bit too much to a friendship group. And so a lower vibration of Cancer can aid in codependency, like an overgiving and oversharing, or I will do all of this, take all of the responsibility for all of your emotions. But that can also make people divide. And so if it's in the 11th house, maybe you can show up differently in the way that you show your love. Emotionally, you can have the same love. Love is the highest frequency, but the way that you show your love can be molded so that you can integrate better with people so they remain loyal to you, and it can bring people together rather than dividing them. So that would be, in my opinion, more about how you show your love. How do you give off that maternal energy? Because it can be seen in different lights. If it's in Leo, it can be about your go ahead and hit the like button, comment if this resonates with you, comment if you're Aries, Leo, Sag, or Cancer. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse for Monday, today. So this could be saying harsh words, not really understanding how to communicate properly with the people that are around you. We started off the reading talking about community, friends, work, colleagues. It could be family, but really it's social groups you're constantly around. So you may feel like you're not in your element, communication is off, you're not speaking to people, people aren't speaking to you. Tuesday we have the Devil, so addictions, toxic relationships, toxic bonds, lust. So it's about attachments. So that makes sense. Monday we have you're not speaking, you're not communicating properly, kind of withholding communication, or when you speak, you can be overly sarcastic or overly harsh or say something out of context, and you may not even be aware of it. So I would just be cautious of how you're communicating today. Be very intentional with your words. Make sure you are communicating, but you're not wasting your words with people. Listen to the silence so that you can really gain that perspective, gain that discernment. Often those things come from listening to other people speak. So today it would be about not remaining silent, but being very intentional with your words. Don't waste your words. Listen to what other people have to say. Listen to the space between their words. Listen to their energy. And I think on Tuesday, you'll be able to realize, are these toxic bonds? Are these attachments, not connections? Like, you'll have that discernment. There's something here that needs to be released, and that'll probably come to light if you allow it to come to light on Tuesday. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse on Wednesday. So it's funny, we have the Queen and we have the Knight. So the Knight of Swords on Wednesday. So I would say on Wednesday, there's someone that's very fickle, very flighty. This could be you. This could be a job, like if you're getting job offers and you feel like it's not consistent, you feel like people are in and out with their communication, they're not consistent with their communication. You could be dealing with a partner or a friendship group where they're in and then they're out, they're hot and then they're cold. That's the energy for Wednesday. Thursday, we have the King of Cups, beautiful energy. The King of Cups is about emotional intelligence, spiritual connection. I always get vivid, lucid dreams that bring through psychic information and ancient wisdom. This allows you to speak. The King of Cups is often like a paternal energy, so it's a very loving, very more nurturing father figure. So you could have a mentor around you, someone that can help you, give you emotional support through this detachment or through this phase this week, or this transition before the moon. On Friday, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, so you could be sleeping a lot this week. You could be recovering from all this sleep. This is healing energy, but it in the reverse can be resisting healing. So make sure that whatever energy is coming through on Thursday, this healing energy, really receive it. The cards are asking you to open yourself up to receive love. You have some frustration in the beginning of the week that can close you off to receiving some emotional support. We have a lot of swords energy and double energy. A lot of swords. So I feel like I'm talking to a lot of Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Mercury is in retrograde, so this is just very airy energy anyways this week. Make sure that you are opening yourself up to receive love and emotional support, because it is coming through. The universe is looking out for you. Like I said, on Friday, we have a lack of healing energy. You may want to sleep in. You may want to isolate yourself from other people, or you may be bypassing your healing by wanting to be with other people. I'm going to go through and clarify. So let's get Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday for the full moon. Page of Swords, more swords energy. So this is spying, social media. So what I'm strongly getting is there are people that you're not in communication with, not in contact with, but you're still stalking them, or vice versa. They're watching you. You're not doing anything about it. You're just in your head about it. So Saturday, we have the lack of healing, no movement, stuck energy. Lack of healing, no movement, stuck energy. Lack of healing, no movement, stuck energy. We have a lot of stuck energy, but we do have emotional support coming in, so just be very aware of what that may look like to you. So let's go into Sunday. Oh, good. Queen of Pentacles, stability, nurturing energy, consistency, an opportunity to feel safe with finances and security. So if this has anything to do with work, then this fear over lack of stability, this fickle energy, if it's in terms of stability or work, you're starting to feel safe again on Sunday. and you finally are out of your head. You are more practical, you're not all up in this la la land, in this paranoia. You finally come back to center, you come back to earth, so that's good. More refined energy on Sunday, so let's pull from Monday. Looks like you're gonna, Mercury retrograde is really getting you, and by Monday, the full moon, you'll really be able to release. You'll be aware of what it is you need to release. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the 8 of Coins wrapping up the chapter, 8-8. So 8 of Coins is, where do I find myself committed, and do I feel tied up and cornered? Do I feel like there are ultimatums here, deadlines? Do I feel restricted? What can I get myself out of? I feel trapped. I feel like I'm not being honored. How do I get out of these things? And we did have the double up here, so I think you're going to have a lot of clarity by Friday on what it is that you feel like you can't get out of. You feel very stuck and cornered and trapped, but what's beautiful, the 8 of Swords in the reverse, you get yourself out of this mental box. You put yourself in this box where you think you're trapped, and by Sunday, Monday, by the full moon, you understand that you break free of your own cage in your own head, and you are detaching. So I think you find out what you need to release. This could be the way that you view things in perspective. So you release yourself in the way that you think of things. And in turn, what that looks like is you stop entertaining certain people because your perspective shift, and they naturally drift away, and you see how easy it is to take back your power. Or it could be very well you communicate differently. If you think differently, you'll communicate differently. And so how you communicate, it'll reflect back. These people don't entertain you. They don't feel that they're getting anything out of you anymore, and so they go somewhere else, and you see where your loyalties really do lie. So I want to go through, and I just want to pull a little bit of advice for this week, for whoever is watching. This psychic development discernment, I think the discernment really comes through Sunday, Monday. I think the psychic development and the perspective is happening now through Friday. And I think the integration is going to happen after this week. It's going to be, what are you going to do with this until the next Mercury retrograde, until the next lesson comes along. It's going to start next week, that integration. Okay. We have the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins just came out. So for some of you, this is about a partnership, a relationship, a soulmate connection, or it could be a business partner. It's about finding someone who can be consistent with you, stable, long-lasting, someone who's very practical, someone who doesn't cause mental anguish. And so it's about shifting gears in what you want to attract. So it looks like before you were attracting a lot of people who might be physically attaching, so they might be codependent, they suffer through addictions that cause mental conflict, mental battles. You might just get lost in the mental aspect of relationships. And it's about coming down to earth and attracting people who are very practical, very consistent, achievement, goal-oriented. They're very solution-based. Someone that works alongside you. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. So I would say the blessing is that you will be attracting this stability. And the block could be not listening to your intuition. It could also be not entertaining secrets. The High Priestess in the reverse is about not listening to secrets. It also can highlight like self-deception. Sorry, my dog's scratching himself. It could also be about self-deception, not listening, not believing people's lies. That could also be what this is. So it's about honoring your energy. You could see it either way. The block could be still entertaining other people's mystery. Like you might be addicted to someone who has a mysterious or a dark side, and you get yourself stuck into this attachment and stuck to the outcome, but you end up listening to lies and entertaining that. So I would just beware after you do find some stability. If you get tempted to go and search for the dark side, search for the mystery, be aware that you could cause some self-deception in that system, in that dynamic of thinking and living. So just don't hop back into that. Go towards stability. You have someone very beautiful coming through, whether it's an offer for a stable job, career, or a soulmate partnership. This has a lot to do with finances and stability. Venus is also in retrograde. I think Venus is in retrograde. So Venus affects romance and finances. So if it's affecting both of those, you have a good outlook by the full moon. So thank you guys. Love you.